Who was that, honey?
It was work. I have to go back to the office.
Oh my God. Sounds horrible.
Do you ever feel like your life is stuck on repeat? Every day, the same routine, the same grind with nothing to look forward to except the weekend? Did you know that the day you're most likely to have a heart attack is Monday? That's right. Monday morning between 8 and 9 a.m., when most people are dragging themselves out of bed, dreading the start of another week at a job they despise. Think about it for a second. Is it really just a coincidence? Or could it be that the very thought of returning to a soul-sucking routine, week after week, is literally breaking our hearts? I don't think it's a coincidence at all. And if you're honest with yourself, you probably don't either. Look around at the people you know. On average, we live about 80 years. We spend the first 18 or so growing up, learning, dreaming. But then, something shifts. We enter the workforce, usually around 18 or in our early 20s, and from that point on, we work and work and work. We pour decades of our lives into jobs we may not even care about, all while telling ourselves that happiness is just around the corner. But for many of us, it never arrives. The routine becomes all too familiar, doesn't it? Wake up, get ready, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. The days blur together, the excitement of life fades, and before you know it, years have slipped away. That's what happened to my friend Tom. Tom was always looking for happiness, but he never found it. He told himself, "I'll be happy when I finish school." But when he graduated, happiness was nowhere to be found. Then he said, "I'll be happy when I get a job." But the job didn't bring him joy either. Next, he thought, "When I get married and have kids, then I'll be happy." But even with a family, something was missing. Tom's life became a series of and then. When the kids left home, he thought maybe retirement would finally bring him peace. But it didn't. So, Tom started going to church, hoping that happiness would come in the afterlife. He said to me one day, "Maybe when I die, then I'll be happy." But here's the thing. Tom's story isn't unique. It's a story I've seen play out time and time again. It's a story of settling for less, of getting stuck in a rut, of letting life slip by while waiting for happiness to magically appear. And let me tell you, nothing destroys the spirit faster than boredom. Too many of us are stuck in lives that are painfully monotonous. We wake up each day already tired, already run down, dragging ourselves through the motions. We feel like we're on a never-ending loop with nothing to look forward to, nothing to challenge us, nothing to ignite our passion. But here's the truth. If you're bored, if you're stuck, if you can't even remember the last time you felt pure joy, it's time for a change. It's time to break free from the rut you've fallen into. I'm not saying it's easy. Happiness isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you have to work for, something you have to create. The first step? Stop waiting for happiness to arrive and then. You have to choose it right now. You have to find a way to inject joy into your life today, whether it's by finding a job you love or bringing more love into the job you already have. Too many of us spend our lives chasing the wrong goals, thinking that if we just achieve this or that, happiness will follow. We fall into the trap of believing that overworking is a badge of honor, that being stressed out is a sign of success. But it's not. It's a lie that society has sold us, and it's killing us, literally. Think about it. Why do we talk about work-life balance as if work should come first? Shouldn't life be the priority? When your life is full, when you're doing things that make you happy, your work naturally improves. That's not just my opinion. Harvard professor Sean Anker has proven it. His research shows that 75% of job success is determined by how happy you are, not how smart or talented you are. When you're happy, your intelligence rises, your creativity blossoms, your productivity soars, and yes, you even make more money. And here's the kicker. Happiness doesn't just make you more successful, it makes you healthier. Optimists live longer than pessimists. They stretch those 80 years a little bit further, filling them with more joy, more laughter, more love. So, let me ask you, are you living a life that makes your heart sing? Or are you just waiting for the weekend, counting down the days until you can escape your routine? If it's the latter, it's time for a wake-up call. Life is too short to spend it in a job you hate, too precious to waste on being miserable. It's your duty to be happy, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of everyone around you. When you're happy, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges, better able to spread positivity to others, better able to make the most of the time you have. Don't let boredom destroy you. Challenge yourself. Set goals that excite you, that push you out of your comfort zone. Learn a new skill. Take up a new hobby. Do something that makes you feel alive. Break out of the rut you're in and start living life on your terms. And remember, happiness is a choice, but it's not always an easy one. It requires effort, persistence, and the courage to look inside yourself and ask, what do I really want out of life? The ancient wisdom still holds true today. The problem is, you think you have time, but you don't. None of us do. Time is the one thing we can never get back. So, stop wasting it. Stop waiting for happiness to come to you and start creating it for yourself. Because when you finally take control, when you stop buying into the lies that have kept you stuck, you'll find that happiness was never far away. It was always within you, just waiting to be unleashed. So start living your best life today.